We're live from the University of St. Francis in Joliet, Illinois, with tonight's CCAC tournament game between the Fighting Saints and the Trinity Christian College Trolls. Welcome to the broadcast. Terry Bonadonna here for the play-by-play. It's the quarterfinals of the CCAC tournament. Saints come in as the 3 seed with a 20-8 record. Overall, they finished conference play at 16-4. Trinity Christian is the 6th seed. They went 11-9 in conference this year. Their overall record right at 500, 15-15. Paige Gieske at center court for the tip. She's in pink for St. Francis, and she's going up against Selena Wanta, the center for Trinity Christian. The tip is won by the freshman Gieske, and St. Francis going from right to left here in the first half. Trinity Christian in gray with blue accents, trying to pick up their first victory of the year against the Fighting Saints. Saints have won twice this year against the Trolls, including once in this building early in the year. That ball was kicked by Trinity with 14 on the shot clock. St. Francis will get to re-inbound here, and the shot clock will be reset by just 1 second to 15. Ivana Markovic to inbound. Kamari Jordan with her in the backcourt today. Aside from Paige Gieske, the front court features Caitlin Aylward and Nicole Davidson. This is Aylward on the drive. She pulls up, nice bounce pass. Gieske lays it in, and the Saints score first. Caitlin Aylward picks up the assist. Trinity basketball for the first time. Trinity's got Brianna Toppin, Ali Giampapa in the backcourt. There's a nice pass to a streaking shooter. And laying that one up and in is Lauren Stokes to tie the score at 2. Stokes, one of the 3 guards in the lineup, as Caitlin Aylward scores another 2. Aylward's got her hand in both of the Saints field goals today. Bucket and an assist. And we're tied at 4 on the jumper from Lauren Stokes. Selena Wanta that time on the jumper. Kamari Jordan spins into the lane, throws it up, no good. Rebound tap to Aylward. She gives it up to Markovic. 3-pointer misses too strong. Rebounded by Trinity, and Kamari Jordan is on the floor. Jordan went down amidst some contact on her drive, and hopefully she's all right. We'll see what happens going forward here, as she's tended to by the trainer right now. Again, the starters for today's game for St. Francis: Ivana Markovic, Kamari Jordan, Paige Gieske, Caitlin Aylward, Nicole Davidson. For Trinity Christian, Brianna Toppin, Ali Giampapa, Lauren Stokes, Selena Wanta, and the other forward is Katie Moran. Jordan still down on the ground right now. Hard to see exactly from this angle what they're looking at down there at the moment, so hopefully she's okay. Kamari Jordan, a senior, potentially playing her final CCAC game, although she certainly hopes not just because of the injury, but because if the Saints win today, they'll be back at it on Thursday night. Jordan, second leading scorer this season for St. Francis, averaging 15.1 points per game. Been really doing a great job lately without shooting the basketball. In fact, on Saturday in a win against St. Ambrose, she went just 1 of 13 from the field, but led the way with 7 assists. She's averaging 4 per game, and that includes 18 assists in the Saints' last 2 matchups. Jordan is up and walking off the floor. Good to see right there. Grimacing a little bit as she walks off, so clearly not 100% comfortable, but good to see that she was able to get herself up off the floor, and they'll take a look at her going off the court as well, and perhaps we'll see her again not too long from now. That's the hope, as Maddie Kennedy checks in. The sophomore Kennedy replaces Jordan in the lineup. Trinity Christian takes the ball in a 4-4 tie. Brianna Toppin passes to her left. Now a lob for Katie Moran. Moran jumper from the baseline, no good. In and out. And it's rebounded by St. Francis. Both teams were successful on their first 2 possessions, and both sides came up empty on their third trip down the floor. Gieske up top to Markovic. And a whistle, a foul away from the ball. This is going to go on the defense. It's called on number 11, Brianna Toppin. sophomore guard. First foul of the game so far. Gieske inbounds. High for Aylward, who kicks it out to Kennedy. Maddie Kennedy drives the lane and throws it away. Intercepted by Toppin. Just under 8 minutes to play in the first period. We've got a 4-4 tie. Trinity basketball, 3-point attempts. Rims out. Rebounded by Gieske. There's Brianna Toppin trying the three unsuccessfully. Gieske to Davidson at the free throw line. She shuffled her feet, and that's travel. Davidson seemed to slip a little bit as she started her drive there and couldn't stop herself. So it's a turnover and a substitution for Trinity. Katie Moran departs. And it looks like Kelsey Foster checking in. Awfully difficult to read the numbers on these Trinity Christian uniforms. I'm doing the best I can. Foster drives, misses on the layup. Rebounded by Gieske, and Gieske's running. Over to Kennedy, and that's another travel. A little bit too fast for their own good right there. Leah Sims heads to the scorer's table. She comes in for Maddie Kennedy. Sims has passed Kennedy up in the rotation of late. She's been getting more minutes. The freshman guard who's been playing very well in the last few games. Kennedy was the first off the bench today, but after turning the ball over twice in a row, she departs for Sims, and here's Caitlin Aylward stepping up defensively. Aylward comes away with the steal. She leads the team in that category this year. Caitlin Aylward coming in, had 70 steals on the season, an average of just under 3 per game. Aylward with 10 on the shot clock, right wing. Drives, spins into the paint, bounces out to Leah Sims. Gieske back to Sims, deep three with 3 on the shot clock. It's too strong. Had to get rid of that one with the shot clock running down, and Trinity Christian comes away with the loose ball. Gieske battling for it, and Bill DeRitter wanted a foul called. But no harm done. Trinity does hold on to possession. Giampapa hands it off to Toppin. Now Lauren Stokes. 8 on the shot clock. It's Toppin on the outside, near half court. She's got to make a drive quickly. She races in and travels. It's the 3rd traveling violation we've seen in this game. 2 against St. Francis, and now 1 on Trinity. Got off to a fast start offensively. Both teams made their first 2 shots. It was 4-4 in the first minute of action, but nothing since. And there's a steal. Trinity's able to take that ball away from Ivana Markovic. Layup on the other end, misses from Lauren Stokes. Stokes came up with the steal, jumping right in front of Markovic on the pass. Really nice defensive play by Stokes. But a porous effort on the offensive side as an easy layup, unchallenged, does not go down. We remain tied at 4. Leah Sims on the outside, passes to Markovic. Sims in the corner, 7 to shoot. Markovic carried the ball. Ugly start to this one. A lot of turnovers. The immediate start was very good. A lot of fun. Going up and down the floor for those quick 8 points. It was 4-4 before anybody had even settled in. But ever since, it seems we've got a turnover on every other possession. Bethany Jansma checks in for the first time for Trinity. And Katie Moran is back on the floor as well. This is Moran receiving the pass. Jansma out to Ali Giampapa. Giampapa will try the 3. No good. Rebounded by Aylward. Saints have turned the ball over 5 times. They've got just 2 field goals. Looking to reverse their fortunes here with under 5 minutes to play in the first. Davidson flips it off to Sims. Aylward. Nice bounce pass to Nicole Davidson, and Davidson's fouled going up. Foul is the 2nd on Trinity Christian. This is on Kelsey Foster. It's Foster's first. And Davidson's got 2 free throws. 72% foul shooter. Davidson makes the first. It's our first points in nearly 5 minutes of game action. Andriana Acosta checks in for Paige Gieske. redshirt freshman forward. He's been the 6th man for the Fighting Saints this year. Both free throws are good. 6-4, Fighting Saints lead. Trolls basketball. Trinity coming off of a tough offensive performance in their last game. They were held to just 49 points by the Roosevelt Lakers. And a slow start offensively to this one as well. Giampapa, long three, good. First lead of the game for Trinity. First three-pointer of the game for either team. It's 7-6. Allie Giampapa, the leading scorer this year for Trinity. Transfer from Olivet Nazarene. Came in averaging 15.5 points per game. She's got her first three. Leah Sims is in trouble. Gets it away to Caitlin Aylward. Markovic spins her way inside. Turned away by Kelsey Foster. Big time block by Foster. Here's Giampapa. Stokes hands it back to Giampapa. Step back two. Good. Allie Giampapa's got a nice little jump shot. She's hit 2 in a row. Trinity leads by 3. Biggest lead of the quarter for either team. Nearly stolen by Moran, but Nicole Davidson pulls it in. Here's Markovic. Over to Leah Sims on the right wing. Sims lobs it for Davidson. Nice catch by Davidson in some traffic. Throws it up a little bit too strong. And the rebound goes to Jansma. On the drive, Foster is fouled. Kamari Jordan is back on the bench for St. Francis. She left after getting plunked in the face by some flailing limbs on a shot attempt a few minutes ago as Foster makes the first free throw. Jordan's back on the bench, but she's holding the bag of ice up on her face as well, so it does not appear like she's going to be back in the game immediately. Trinity leads by 4 after Foster hits on 1 of 2 foul shots. 6 consecutive points for the Trolls. This is Davidson. Davidson guarded a little bit too tightly on the outside, and a foul is called on Katie Moran. Moran's first. The St. Francis foul, by the way, was on Caitlin Aylward. It was the first of the game on the Saints. About it to Acosta. She's got a wide open look, then drains it. Adriana Acosta, not a big jump shooter, but she was all alone there. Decided to take it, and why not? Her first 2 points. There's Moran, blocked by Acosta. And out of bounds. It was not apparently blocked by Acosta. Just a bad shot, well wide of the backboard. It bounced down the baseline before it was touched by Aylward. So thrown straight out by Moran. Saints can tie or take the lead here with a long way to go in this game. We're about 7.5 minutes in. Davidson over to Markovic. This is Leah Sims trying the three. Sims comes up empty. It's rebounded by Trinity. Long run down the floor. Layup is good. That is Brianna Toppin going coast to coast. Following the rebound, Trinity by 4. Toppin's got her first 2 points of the game. Sims passes over to Markovic, right side, 6 to shoot. Sims, three-pointer. Got it this time. Leah Sims hits the Saints' first three-pointer of the game with the shot clock running down. St. Francis pulls it within 1. Giampapa fires inside to a streaking Kelsey Foster, and Foster's fouled. That foul is on Adriana Acosta. That's her first and the team's second. And Foster, who made 1 of 2 free throws on her last trip, goes right back to the line. 78% free throw shooter. Makes the first here. Paige Gieske back in. Leah Sims takes a seat. So Steve Brooks is going with essentially 4 forwards here, although Gieske, despite being a forward, has been known to handle the ball. That's what she'll do right now as Foster again makes one of two. A steal by Trinity. Jumping the passing lane once again. And a pull-up jumper from Stokes. No good, but Stokes has done a great job of just jumping in front of passers and stealing the ball away. Wasn't able to convert that time, but the offensive rebound leads to a St. Francis foul. And a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock. First foul on Markovic. 54 seconds to play in the quarter. Allie Hernandez will come in. Hernandez scored a career-high 15 points just 2 weeks ago at Trinity Christian in a game that the Saints won. She's getting some early action today in place of Markovic. Markovic in that game against Trinity on February 7th did not sit once. She played the full 40 minutes, but she gets an early breather for just about a minute here. I'm sure she'll be back on the floor to start the second quarter. Brianna Toppin knocks down a three. And Trinity Christian extends their advantage 16-11 in the final minute of the first. And again, a steal. This time it's Kelsey Foster jumping in front of Caitlin Aylward. Very lazy passing consistently from the Saints in this first quarter has led to a lot of turnovers. This is Jansma. 5 seconds separate the shot and game clocks. Bilda Ritter indicated wait till 11 on the shot clock. That's where we're at right now as they make their move. 3-point attempt. Off the mark from Stokes, rebounded by Gieske. Ahead to Aylward, 6 seconds to play in the quarter. Aylward in some trouble, fires over to Allie Hernandez. Hernandez throws it in the corner. Davidson gets it off just in time but can't connect. And that's how the first quarter ends. Vicious defense from Trinity Christian as the Saints have trouble holding on to the ball for much of the period. They led for a while, but they trail by 5 going into the second. I'll step aside for just a minute. Back with the second quarter. Trinity 16, St. Francis 11. After 1 quarter of play, it's Trinity Christian 16, St. Francis 11. Big problem for the Saints so far has been holding on to the basketball. 7 turnovers in the first 10 minutes of play, and that just won't do. Trinity Christian's got 2 turnovers. They've also shot the ball a little bit better, 43% compared to the Saints' 36%. Slow start to the game, really. After that first minute, nobody scored again for the next 4 minutes. But Trinity righted the ship a little bit faster than St. Francis did. We'll see if the Saints can get into a rhythm here in the second quarter. Trinity opens with the ball. It's Allie Giampapa. Giampapa dribbles to her left, kicking it into the corner, and that's out of bounds. Toppin stepped on the sideline. So Trinity Christian turns the ball over for the 3rd time today. This game so far not all that different from the game that St. Francis played against St. Ambrose on Saturday. They won that one 58-53. The game started out not dissimilarly to this one. Another bad pass by St. Francis as Davidson tossed it into the corner, deflected out of bounds by Kelsey Foster. It stays with the Fighting Saints. That game against St. Ambrose on Saturday was within 1 possession in either direction for the first 25 minutes before the Saints finally went on a run and put it away. 7 on the shot clock. It's Aylward for 3. Too strong, and it's rebounded by Trinity Christian. Selena Wanta back off the bench to grab that board. Lauren Stokes tries the 3. It's good. Now this one's starting to slip away from the Saints a little bit. 9 minutes to play in the second quarter. They trail by 8. Still no reason to concern at this stage of the game, but another bad pass. Davidson throws it away. After the steal coming the other way, it's a layup for Foster that misses. The ball was initially stolen by Selena Wanta, made a nice pass to Foster, who missed the layup. Saints trying to turn it into points on their end, but Allie Hernandez misses the three. And a foul called on St. Francis. Nice tightrope walk, by the way, on Paige Gieske down on this side of the floor a little bit ago, keeping the ball in bounds and setting up the three-point attempt for Allie Hernandez, but it didn't go. Foul is called on Acosta, her second. She stays in the game. Davidson leaves, and Ivana Markovic is back in. Here's Allie Giampapa. Giampapa, step back three. Perfect. What a shot right there. Hand in her face. Well covered, but able to knock it down, and Trinity suddenly leads by 11. Allie Hernandez holds on the outside. Hernandez over to Aylward. Down low, Acosta forces one up, no good. She gets her own rebound, kicks it outside to Hernandez. Hernandez has the ball poked away from her, but she's able to chase it down on her knees. Now looking for help, finally finds Caitlin Aylward against tough defensive pressure. Here's Acosta on the drive, blocked, but a foul call. That sends Andriana Acosta to the free throw line. Allie Giampapa called for her first foul. Acosta's first free throw rims in. That snaps a 10-0 Trinity Christian run. One of two for Acosta. Saints trail by 10. Stokes hands it off to Giampapa coming around. Half the shot clock is gone as Giampapa picks up her dribble. Passes it to the elbow. Selena Wanta misses. Rebounded by Gieske. Gieske, nice crossover to the left. Gets inside. And a defensive foul called. Tough call right there with the contact being made near the basket. Toppin thought she had position, but it is a blocking foul. Second on Toppin. And it sends Gieske to the line for two. First shot good. Paige Gieske's got 3 points. That was her first one since the opening possession of the game. Second shot from Gieske falls as well. 22-14 the score. Trinity holds the lead with just over 7 minutes to play in the half. This is Katie Moran. Inside to Wanta. Wanta throws it away. Deflected by St. Francis's defense, though. It stays with Trinity. 14 on the shot clock. They'll inbound from down in the corner. Bounced into Wanta. Wanta drives on Aylward, floats it up with the right hand and scores. Nice drive right there from Selena Wanta. Markovic over to Gieske. Allie Hernandez in the corner, pulls it out. Tries to get inside, but loses her dribble. She needs help. Deflected out of bounds by Giampapa. Hernandez picked up her dribble, and nobody came to help her. She's fortunate to hold on to possession. Here's Gieske. 7 on the shot clock. Ivana Markovic drives. Markovic throws it up with the left hand, no. Rebounded by Trinity, but Gieske takes it right back. Paige Gieske comes up with a big steal. Here's Aylward on the drive, too hard off the glass. Rebound to Gieske. Paige Gieske's been all over the place this last minute. Aylward's shot did not hit the rim. Shot clock didn't reset. Gieske drives, misses off the iron. But another offensive rebound for Paige Gieske. She's got a steal and 2 offensive rebounds to keep the ball on this side of the floor for the last minute. And now the Saints get their 4th chance essentially on this one possession. One trip down the floor. Aylward step back 3. No. Rebound knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Acosta, and finally the Saints give it up. 4 shots taken on that possession. None of them went down. And they're starting to clean up the turnover situation a little bit. They had 7 of them in the first quarter, only 1 since. But they're not shooting the ball well right now. They are 4 of 18 from the field. Just 22% overall. This is Moran, lobbing it inside for Foster. Kelsey Foster back to the basket against Acosta, throws it out to Moran. Good drive, Moran gets around Aylward, but misses the layup. Kaylin Aylward picks it up, gets it off to Leah Sims, and here we go. Markovic looking inside, pulls up at the free throw line and passes out to Sims, 10 to shoot. Leah Sims drives and kicks to Gieske. Gieske, nice drive, and a layup is good. Paige Gieske's got 5. Make it 6 for Gieske. A couple of field goals and a couple of free throws. Three-point attempt, Giampapa. She's got a good stroke. Allie Giampapa's got 11 in the first half. Giampapa on the season, a 37% outside shooter. She's hit a couple of 3 balls today. Acosta out to Sims. Saints trail by 11. Sims drives, fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line. First foul on Lauren Stokes, 3rd on the Trolls. Sims misses on the first free throw attempt. Leah Sims hasn't had a ton of opportunities from the free throw line this year, but she's not been terribly proficient, 6 of 17. She hits the second one. 4 points for Sims. Saints trail by 10. Here's Moran. Off to Giampapa, another 3-ball, and another good one. Giampapa is nailing everything right now and putting the team on her back. She's got 14 points, 5 of 6 from the field, including 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. The lead is 13. It's the biggest of the game for Trinity Christian. Here's Leah Sims. 6 on the shot clock. Sims gives it up to Markovic for 3. No. Rebound chased by Acosta. She knocks it off the foot of Ali Giampapa, but it's saved by Trinity Christian, and they'll start a possession here. Giampapa step back 3. A little out of control that time. A rare miss, but an offensive rebound. Stepping back for 3 and missing it is Lauren Stokes, and here come the Saints. Kamari Jordan sitting at the scorer's table. That's good news for St. Francis. Their offense has been a little bit lost without her. She got hurt in the first 2 minutes of action. Aylward double teamed and traveled. Jordan comes in. Leah Sims checks out. There's an issue, it seems, with Ali Giampapa right now. Talking to one of the officials. Saints call a 30-second timeout. 2:48 to play in the half, 30-17 Trinity, and we'll see if Kamari Jordan can provide a boost to the Fighting Saints fledgling offensive attack right now. Saints have not shot the ball well throughout this game. They made their first 2. Since then, they are 3 of 18. Just 25% overall. They're only 1 of 8 from beyond the arc. Trinity, on the other hand, 6 of 11 on 3-pointers. That includes 4 for 6 for Ali Giampapa. Missed one on that last possession. Not a well-advised shot, really. She was feeling it. Decided to throw another one up. Didn't work out. In fact, The Trolls missed 2 3-pointers on that last possession. Prior to that, they had been 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. Outscoring St. Francis by 8 so far in the second quarter. Lauren Stokes passes it off to Ali Giampapa. Giampapa has some trouble handling the ball, but holds on long enough to get it away to Selena Wanta. Giampapa kicks it into the corner. 3-point attempt. Good. Brianna Toppin for 3. She's got 8. Trinity leads by a whopping 16 in the first half. Not what we were expecting coming into this game for the number 3 seed and 19th ranked overall Fighting Saints. Kamari Jordan. First touch since getting back on the floor. Jordan drives, loses the handle on the ball. It's loose on the floor. Jordan falls on top of it, and we got a tie-up with Lauren Stokes reaching her hand in on top of Jordan and forcing the held ball. Possession arrow does favor St. Francis. Cody Brand is in, giving Caitlin Aylward a rest. Aylward got off to a great start in this game, but has struggled ever since the first couple of minutes. Shot clock reset down to 1 second. So the Saints need to get a quick shot off here. Ivana Markovic will inbound. Whoever makes the catch is going to have to get an immediate attempt away. Markovic looking for somebody. Lobbed in for Jordan. Jordan throws up the long 3. It's an air ball. And a shot clock violation. Trinity Christian's defense has been smothering today. Saints not getting very many good looks at all. Here's Brianna Toppin throwing it away. St. Francis catches a break there. Toppin was looking for Selena Wanta. Bounced it too far out in front. This is Paige Gieske over to Cody Brand in the corner. Brand drives and kicks out to Markovic. Nicole Davidson up top to Kamari Jordan. Jordan takes it to Stokes. Step back jumper off the glass and in. Good to see Kamari Jordan back on the floor. Saints have been missing her creativity on offense. Paige Gieske comes away with a steal. Gieske streaking to the other end, lays it up and in. 4 quick points for St. Francis. Pull them back within 12. They got one more stop and one more basket before halftime here. They would be feeling awfully good about themselves going into the second half. And Ali Giampapa back on the floor for what is potentially the final offensive possession of the half for Trinity Christian. Wilder Ritter wants his best shooter back out there. Trying to break off this St. Francis momentum a little bit. Lobbed inside for Toppin. She's blocked by Cody Brand, and a foul called on Trinity. Big defensive play by the senior Cody Brand. And that's the 3rd foul on Toppin. So that's big all around. That could turn out to be one of the more important plays in the game, depending on how the rest of this thing goes. Brand at the elbow, hands it off to Markovic. Markovic drives, gets to the basket, and banks it in. Nice drive by Ivana Markovic for her first 2 points. A very quick 6-0 run for St. Francis. And now Trinity will have a chance for the last shot of the half. The Saints can get a stop here. Going into halftime with a 10-point deficit won't look so bad. Giampapa step back jumper, no. Rebound by Davidson. She's still got 3 seconds here. Markovic from half court at the buzzer, no, and that is how the first half ends. But a nice recovery by St. Francis. They were down by as many as 16 points. They will take a 10-point deficit into intermission, and I think they'll be happy with it for right now, considering how things went during that first half, in particular that second quarter. To be down by only 10, Saints have to feel like they've got a shot here over the final 20 minutes of this game. I'm going to step aside. 15-minute halftime break. We'll be back for the second half of action. Not too long from now, about 15 minutes, I suppose. So stick around. 33-23, our score at the half. Just about a minute away from the start of the second half of play in the CCAC quarterfinals here at the University of St. Francis. Terry Bonadonna with you once again. The Saints have struggled so far today, trailing 33-23 at the half, but things are starting to look up a little bit. They actually ended that first half on a 6-0 run. They trailed by as many as 16 points at 33-17, but Kamari Jordan, who'd left in the first couple of minutes of action after apparently taking a shot to the face, came back, and that helped spark a rally a little bit. What really sparked the run, though, was Paige Gieske, who picked up a couple of offensive rebounds, 7 rebounds total in the first half, 8 points, 2 steals. She's the star of the game so far for St. Francis. Ivana Markovic leads the way with 2 assists, and Kamari Jordan was able to come off the bench and get 2 of those 6 points during that run that ended the half. Ali Giampapa leads all scorers with 14 points. She's also got 3 assists. Brianna Toppin has 8 points for Trinity Christian, but she's turned the ball over 5 times. Shooting percentages in the first half for Trinity, 44%, St. Francis 35%. The big difference came on 3-pointers. Trinity Christian made 7 of their 12 attempts. The Saints made just 1 of 8, and that is going to have to change if they want to come back in this game, as they look to do right now. Kamari Jordan, Nicole Davidson, Ivana Markovic, Caitlin Aylward, and Paige Gieske are on the floor. Trinity Christian's got Lauren Stokes, Brianna Toppin, Katie Moran, Selena Wanta, and Ali Giampapa. And Stokes has the ball poked away right off the bat, knocked out of her hand by Ivana Markovic. It'll stay with Trinity. Just 5 seconds off the clock so far. Ball fired inside to the cutting Giampapa. Nice backdoor cut from Giampapa. She's got 16, just above her season average now. We're not a minute into the second half. Saints ended the first half on a 6-0 run, but Trinity strikes first in the second, and the Saints turn the ball over. Taken away by Trinity. Here comes Toppin, stripped out of bounds by Kamari Jordan. St. Francis turned the ball over 10 times in the first half. Trinity Christian 6. They've each lost the ball once here in the second half, as Jordan was able to come up with that strip, and it hit off the leg of a troll before going out of bounds. So it is St. Francis basketball. 10 is a bigger number of turnovers in the half than Steve Brooks would like to see, but they had 7 in the first quarter, so they did get better as things went along. Markovic on the drive, gets to the basket and draws the foul. Ivana Markovic gets to go to the free throw line now. 2 shots for the junior guard. Second foul on Lauren Stokes. Markovic on the season, shooting them at 74%. She makes 1 of 2 here. Stokes hands it off to Toppin. Toppin's playing with 3 fouls. She hands the ball off, nearly taken away, but Gieske can't quite save it. It'll stay with the Trolls here. Trinity Christian 15-15 on the season. They can guarantee themselves a 500 year with a win today. Here's a drive from Wanta, and Wanta scores over Kamari Jordan's outstretched arm after blowing by Caitlin Aylward. 6 points for Wanta. Of course, Trinity would guarantee a losing season if they lose today. A loss for Trinity would end their season. Markovic drives, throws it up, no good. Rebound tipped out, but to Wanta. Loss for St. Francis would not necessarily end their year. Still be a contender for an at-large bid in the national tournament. 3-pointer misses from Wanta. Offensive rebound Toppin. Put back no. Battle for the board. And it's saved, but right to Ali Giampapa. Her jumper comes up short. Saints dodge a bullet there. That's an open look for a great shooter. Mari Jordan drives. Jordan fouled. Fouled by Giampapa. And Kamari Jordan's going to the line. Saints can make some hay from the free throw line here. They're a 72% free throw shooting team. And they have not yet hit from the field since halftime. This is their second trip to the line. And Jordan makes the first. She's got 3 points. Kamari Jordan had 18 assists over her last 2 games coming into play today. None yet in this one, but she spent the majority of the game up to this point on the bench with an injury after getting bumped in a pile in the first half. 1 of 2. Like I said, they could make some hay from the free throw line, but they haven't shot them all that well so far. Allie Giampapa has shot extremely well. That's her 5th three-pointer. She's 5 of 7 from beyond the arc, and it's a 15-point lead for Trinity. Make it 13. Nice drive by Kamari Jordan, willing that ball into the basket. Jordan's got 5. Giampapa drives behind the back pass to nobody, but Selena Wanta chases it down. Moran drives around Gieske, but misses on the layup. Here's Jordan. To Davidson. Gieske on the right wing. With 11 on the shot clock, Ivana Markovic passes into the corner for Gieske. Gieske drives the baseline, bounces to Davidson. Out to a wide open Kamari Jordan. 3-ball, good! Kamari Jordan lighting the way for the Saints right now. It's back to a 10-point game, and the Saints take a timeout. 6:56 to play in the third quarter. And Jordan, after missing 16 minutes of the first half, has worked her way into a tie for the team lead with 8 points. So she has made a big difference since re-entering this game. Saints were down by 16 late in the first half. They went on a 6-0 run to end the half and make it 10, but Trinity came out strong to start the second half. They elevated the lead back up to 15, but again, Saints have been able to cut it to 10. They've scored 5 consecutive points. Kamari Jordan's got 8 points. So does Paige Gieske. Gieske's nearing a double-double, something she has never done in her college career. She's got 8 points, 9 rebounds, with almost 17 minutes still to play in this game. Allie Giampapa of Trinity leads all scorers with 19 points. Trinity finished last season with a 16-16 record. Like I was saying, if they win today, they can guarantee themselves at least a 500 season. That would be huge for a program that won only 3 games 2 years ago. They had high hopes coming into this year. A lot of returning players, plus the transfer, Giampapa, coming over from Olivet. They received some votes in the preseason top 25 poll, but did not live up to those expectations early in the season. They've had an up and down year, but trying to be up right now in the most important time of the season, tournament time. Both of these teams are 3 wins away from clinching a spot in the NAIA tournament. Some trouble for Lauren Stokes, nearly had the ball taken away, but she holds on. Out to Kelsey Foster, and Foster knocks down a 3. Big shot right there for the center. Off the bench, Kelsey Foster. Here's Kamari Jordan working her way to the hoop, getting the roll and drawing the foul. Big drive by Kamari Jordan, and she's got a chance to answer with a 3-point play of her own. Third foul on Allie Giampapa. That's pretty big. She checks out for the moment. Moran back in. So now the Trolls' top scorer is on the bench. We'll see if the Saints can make a run with her out. Jordan makes the free throw. Saints as a team now 9 of 13 from the line. Jump shot from the free throw line misses from Wanta, but it's an offensive rebound for Lauren Stokes. Shot clock did not reset. Here's Toppin with 13 to shoot. Bouncing it over to Katie Moran. Into Wanta, and Wanta lays it in over Caitlin Aylward. Nice work there by Selena Wanta. Kamari Jordan drives, lays it up and in. Kamari Jordan playing the star role here in the second half after sitting on the bench after suffering an injury early in the first. Here's Wanta again. Wanta scores and a foul. And she blew right by Caitlin Aylward. For as well as one of the Saints' big stars, Kamari Jordan, is playing in the opposite game for their other big star, Caitlin Aylward, who heads to the bench for the moment. Aylward's having a very tough game on both sides of the floor. Selena Wanta has beaten her consistently on the defensive side, and offensively, Aylward's got just 2 points, none since first quarter. It is a 3-point play. 11 points now for Selena Wanta. Kamari Jordan out to Ivana Markovic. Over to Jordan. Jordan spins into the paint, flips it up and in. Kamari Jordan is getting to the basket at will right now, but do the Saints have a defensive stop in them? Trinity Christian has been able to score almost every time down the floor. 15 points, by the way, now for Kamari Jordan. Corner 3 ball, Lauren Stokes off the mark, rebounded by Andriana Acosta. It's a rare 3-point miss for Trinity today. They've been shooting them at a 60% clip. Jordan gives it to Markovic. Markovic bounces to Acosta, cutting inside. Acosta lays it in. And the deficit is single digits for the first time in a long time. Timeout called by Trinity Christian. Saints fans making some noise here at St. Francis. 48-39, 4:46 to play in the third quarter. Allie Giampapa has gone to the scorer's table to check back in, so we'll see her back on the floor with 3 fouls on the other side of this timeout. Saints led by their senior star, Kamari Jordan. 6 of 7 from the field for 15 points. Again, the stakes in this one are immediately pretty clear. Winner goes on to the semifinal of the conference tournament on Thursday. But what's more than that for St. Francis, who came into play today ranked number 19 in the country, a win would all but guarantee an at-large bid at least in the NAIA tournament. With a loss, they'd probably have to sweat it out a little bit. For Trinity, their only path to the tournament is winning this conference tournament. So they've got to win today, and then on Thursday against either Olivet Nazarene or Robert Morris. And then the championship would be played on Saturday. This is Lauren Stokes. We'll go over some of the other possibilities a little bit later in the broadcast. Here's Moran handing it off to Allie Giampapa. Just 6 on the shot clock. Giampapa guarded by Gieske. Step back 3, it's good. There's just no stopping that shot. Allie Giampapa off the bench, and immediately the lead is double digits once again for the Trolls. 22 points for Giampapa. She's been magnificent. So is Kamari Jordan, who's got the ball in her hands right now. Step back jumper from her, misses short, and the rebound goes to Lauren Stokes. Stokes fires it across court. This is Moran. Moran fires to Wanta at the free throw line. Jumper misses, rebounded by Acosta. Under 4 minutes to play in the third. This is Markovic. Jordan to Cody Brand on the right side. Right back to Kamari. Jordan spins inside, throws up the shot, misses it wide, but she's fouled on the play. 12-point game right now. Saints have been able to hold this deficit pretty steady. They've not let Trinity run away at all, but they haven't been able to go on a run of their own because they haven't been able to come up with consistent stops on the defensive side. Kamari Jordan, though, has led the offensive attack as she puts another one in the basket here. 16 points for her. After scoring just 23 points in the first half, they've already got 18 points here in the third quarter with 3.5 minutes to play. But again, it's the defense right now that is a concern. How do you stop this woman right here, Allie Giampapa? Ivana Markovic's going to give it a try. Giampapa spins around the screen. Working on Cody Brand. Brand is called for the foul. Some body contact there. Giampapa just a little bit too fast for Brand. It's only the team's second foul. First on Brand. Trolls inbound from the baseline. Here's a drive from Stokes and a kick out to Moran. Long two, no. Good box out by Cody Brand, allowing Kamari Jordan to chase down that rebound. Here's Gieske. Gieske picks up the dribble, passes off to Markovic. Gieske on the outside once again. Down into the corner. Markovic cuts towards the basket. Cuts it out to Cody Brand, who misses on the jumper. Rebound to Giampapa. This is Jansma working around the perimeter. Bethany Jansma lobs it inside the arc to Wanta. Katie Moran backing down on Brand, and the travel called against Trinity. So it's a turnover. Saints basketball. Leah Sims gives Paige Gieske a breather. Kaylin Aylward will hop up off the bench as well. Aylward in for Cody Brand. Aylward is coming off of one of the best weeks for her of the season. She's had a great season. Named CCAC Player of the Week last week for great outings against Olivet Nazarene and St. Ambrose. There's a foul on Selena Wanta. She grabbed Adriana Acosta running by. It's the 15th foul, so Acosta's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots.
St. Francis in the bonus.
But just to finish the point on Aylward. Conference Player of the Week this past week for averaging 25 points and 13 rebounds in those 2 games. Having a very difficult evening against Trinity today as Acosta misses on the first free throw. The Saints need a boost from Caitlin Aylward right now. Well, they get one immediately with an offensive rebound. Nice work by Trinity. Getting the held ball call there, so the possession arrow keeps it with St. Francis. That'll flip the possession arrow as well. Acosta out, Davidson in. Saints basketball after Acosta missed 2 free throws. Trying to make something of possession anyway. Jordan spins inside. Up off the back iron. No. Rebounded to Giampapa. Stokes. Giampapa guarded by Markovic. Nice move to get her off the ball into Wanta, and Wanta has an easy deuce. Giampapa drew the double team and then just flipped the ball off to the wide open Selena Wanta. Wanta's got 13 points, one of 3 trolls in double figures. Here's Jordan. Jordan, step back jumper, does not get the roll. And an over the back foul called on Trinity. St. Francis is going to get more free throws. They should get more free throws. The team's 6th foul. The Saints are in the bonus. St. Francis is lining up for an inbounds play. But now the officials notify them they should be at the line. Caitlin Aylward will take the shots. Aylward is 70% shooter. Makes the first one. St. Francis, 12 of 18 from the free throw line today. Trinity's just 3 of 5. Free throws the one area that the Saints have had the big advantage. Although their percentage not as good as they'd like it to be. Nearly taken away by Jordan. Instead, it's Jansma stepping in and taking the jumper. No good. And a rebound to Kamari Jordan. Saints can cut it to single digits here with a minute to play in the quarter. It's Ivana Markovic. Dribbling to the right side. Passing off to Davidson. 12 seconds to shoot. Aylward to Jordan. Jordan for 3. Rattles it home. Big 3, Kamari Jordan. She's got 20. And the Saints are within 7. This is as close as they've been this half. Giampapa puts the ball behind her back. Kicks it out to Wanta, who answers with a 3 and brings the lead back up to 10. Been an incredible shooting display today for the Trinity Christian Trolls. They lead by 10. Under 30 seconds to play, 4 seconds differentiate the shot and game clocks. Markovic will run some clock before starting her move to the right side. Davidson. Over to Leah Sims, 7 to shoot. Sims dribbles her way up top. Step back 3 for Leah Sims, short. Aylward, offensive rebound, and she's forced to the floor. Kaylin Aylward's going to the free throw line. Huge offensive board after a stalled possession. Second foul on Selena Wanta. And Aylward, who made 2 of 2 just a moment ago, back to the line for 2 more. First one's good. This next shot will be the 13th free throw of this quarter, taken by St. Francis. Trinity's had 1. Keeping the Saints in the game right now. 2 for 2. 6 points now for Aylward, team leader this season, averaging 17 a game. Here comes Lauren Stokes, untouched down the floor, lays it in at the buzzer. Saints look like they're going to carry a little momentum into the quarter break, where they didn't show up on defense right there. Stokes had 5 seconds, and she just waltzed her way down the floor, not challenged once. And Trinity extends the lead back to 10. That's where it was at halftime. That's where it will be when we start the fourth quarter in just a minute. 58-48. Trolls over the Saints. Ten minutes to play, and potentially the final 10 minutes of the season for one of these two teams. First round of the CCAC tournament, one final from the tournament. Cardinal Stritch, the 4 seed, make that the 5 seed, defeated the 4th seed Judson earlier this evening. So Cardinal Stritch is on their way to the second round, the semifinal. And they will take on either St. Xavier or St. Ambrose on Thursday. Everything else still going on right now. Let's see if we get updates later on. The winner of this game faces the winner of Olivet Nazarene Robert Morris, being played right now in Bourbonnais. This is Kelsey Foster. Throwing one up. Lauren Stokes misses, rebounded by Nicole Davidson. Saints trail by 10. They've been as close as 7 in the second half. They've been down by as many as 16 in the game and 15 in the half. Jumper from just inside the arc. Nicole Davidson hits a big one. Just her second made shot of the game, but a big one for Davidson. 8-point game. Here's Stokes. Driving Wanta, puts the ball on the floor and draws the foul. Wanta's going to the free throw line. Free throws are where the Saints have had the huge advantage today. But now Trinity's got a chance to pick up a few. Saints are plus 12. Make it plus 11 now from the free throw line in the game. Trolls, on the other hand, are plus 24 from beyond the three-point line. Just 1 of 2 that time. 59-50 our score. St. Francis has the ball. Saints scored just 23 points in the first half. They scored 25 in the third quarter alone. But so did the Trolls. Amari Jordan dribbles to the right. Lauren Stokes a little too aggressive on the defense. And Stokes is called for the foul. Third foul on Stokes. She's now the third Troll to have picked up her third foul. So that certainly could be an issue going forward. Gieski's back in, so the 5 starters are on the floor right now for Steve Brooks. Aylward drives to the left, passes out to Jordan. In the corner, it's Markovic. Dribbling once, picking out to Jordan. Amari Jordan's fouled again. And more fouls you pick up now, the sooner you get to the free throw line on fouls later. So that could be a big one. Third on Selena Wanta. She's the 4th player on Trinity's roster to have committed 3 fouls. Gieske back to Jordan. Aylward taking her time. Jordan fakes left, dribbles to the right, picks it up and passes outside. Kamari Jordan for 3, a little bit short, and it's rebounded by Trinity. The Trolls continue to play great defense. Saints never got the ball inside there. Stokes out to Foster for 3. It's good. Trinity 12 of 19 on 3-pointers in this game. Saints are just 3 of 11. Jordan on the drive, off the glass, no. And rebounded by Wanta. Trinity is trying to build a big lead again, already at 12. There's a drive from Stokes, bounce to the open, Wanta underneath, and nothing Gieske can do but foul her from behind.
Foul called on number 25, Paige Gieske, her first, team second.
First foul on Paige Gieske. It's the second on the team. First free throw falls. Or falls out, rather. How do you say it didn't go in? Second shot is good. Saints ball. It's Paige Gieske. Davidson along the baseline, dishes for Aylward. The pass deflected, but Gieski's able to pull it in. 8 on the shot clock. Floater, Kamari Jordan off the back rim, no. Rebounded by Davidson. Aylward for 3, no. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Cody Brand is going to come back into the game for Caitlin Aylward with 6:56 to play. This is Stokes. Now Katie Moran on the outside. Trinity's got a big lead late in this one. Stokes picks it up, passes off to Foster. Foster dribbles around Gieske, and Gieske bumps her. Prior to the shot, foul beyond the floor. It's just the third of the quarter. And a timeout is called. 6:33 to play in the game. It's going to be Trinity Christian basketball along the baseline when we continue. We had 3 quarters at Olivet. Olivet leads Robert Morris 65-57. St. Xavier's got a big lead, up by 18 at the end of 3 quarters over St. Ambrose right now. So for the moment, top seeds holding. St. Francis trying to stick with them. If the Saints win this one, they would either be playing at Olivet or at home against Robert Morris. If Trinity holds on for the win, they will be same thing, either at Olivet or at home against Robert Morris. So there's still an outside chance that Trinity Christian could host one more game this year. not a possibility that St. Francis wants to think about. Saints trying to host one more as well. They also wouldn't mind going down to Bourbonnais, trying to avenge a tough loss last week against Olivet Nazarene. First things first, they've got to defeat Trinity Christian, and they have trailed this entire game. Kamari Jordan had to sit for much of the first half after getting hurt early in the first quarter. And with her out, Trinity built a double-digit lead. They've played close to even since she's been back, but Trinity extends their lead once more as Kelsey Foster knocks down a jumper. It's a 15-point game. Troll's biggest lead has been 16. This match is their largest lead since halftime. And it's a 7-0 run for Trinity. Kamari Jordan for three. Off the mark. Battle for the rebound, and it's won by the team in gray. Here's Toppin on the run. Out to Jansma. Good ball movement. Sets up Foster for three. Good. 18-point lead for Trinity Christian. Kelsey Foster's got 13. This thing is slipping away from St. Francis. Ivana Markovic tries the three. That misses. Offensive rebound Davidson. Gets it to Gieske, cutting to the hoop, and Gieske lays it in. St. Francis now just 3 of 15 from beyond the arc, 20%. Trinity Christian shooting 66% on three-pointers. Foster is fouled by Markovic. And that's the fourth called on St. Francis. Second on Markovic. Toppin trying to get it in. And just in front of the 5-second violation, she finds Jansma. Trolls content to run a little clock here. It's Toppin to Foster. Foster drives, dishes. It's deflected by Davidson, and Davidson grabs it as she falls to the ground. Big defensive play there by the junior forward, Nicole Davidson. Here's Kamari Jordan into the corner for Markovic. Winged across for Gieske. Jordan cuts inside. Jordan's tripped up. That's a foul. It's on the floor. I guess they're going to give Kamari Jordan 2 free throws here. So that's a big call. They said Jordan was shooting at the time, and her first attempt is good. Giampapa and Stokes back in for Trinity. Giampapa is the game's leading scorer with 22 points. Kamari Jordan trying to match her, and she now has 22 as well. Saints went down by a game-high 18 points. They've scored the last 4 since then. Stokes throws it off the foot of Paige Gieske. It'll stay with Trinity. Giampapa to inbound from the sideline. 4:23 to play in the game. Selena Wanta, deep three. Not this time. Boy, if that one had gone in, that's, you just tip your cap and you say, this is your night. Prior to that, it seemed like every three was going in. Nice pass, Jordan to Davidson. Davidson lays it in. 6 in a row for the Saints, hanging around. Not willing to wave the white flag yet. Here's Giampapa on the drive and kick out to Moran. Fired inside for Moran. She misses off the glass, and here comes St. Francis again. Kamari Jordan takes it down the floor. Over to Aylward. Aylward was looking in the corner, nobody there, so she bounces it out to Jordan. Open three. Jordan hits from outside. 9-0 run, St. Francis, and we got a game again. 68-59. 3:38 to play, and Trinity Christian takes the timeout. Well, a minute ago, it looked like St. Francis was just about dead in this one. And they have come back in a big way. They have not shot from the outside well at all today. But that doesn't mean you can leave Kamari Jordan that open. She is far too good a shooter for that. Jordan this season on three-pointers shooting at 44%. She is the all-time leader in three-point shots for St. Francis, closing in on 300 for her career. And she's 3 of 5 from the outside today, 8 of 16 overall for 25 points. That's just 2 off of her season high. Still an uphill climb for St. Francis. They're still down by 9 with only 3 minutes and 38 seconds to play. But you feel like they got a shot now. Saints have turned the ball over only one time in the second half, and I believe it was on their first possession, actually, of the second half. Lately, they haven't been shooting as well, though it's starting to turn that around now. Trinity Christian still shooting 62% on three-pointers. They're only 12 of 31 from inside the arc. So you force the Trolls to shoot a two-pointer, probably not going to go too well for them. But from the outside, they've been lethal. Giampapa throws it off to Moran. Right back to Giampapa, another three. She misses the three. Giampapa has been lights out from long distance today, but not this time. Saints have been as close as 7 in the second half. Jordan misses the three. Offensive rebound, Aylward, and Aylward has it blocked out of bounds, trying to take it back up. 28 on the shot clock. Saints inbound from the baseline. And Gieske drives, frees herself up and lays it in. Gorgeous drive by Paige Gieske. And it's just a 7-point game. This matches the smallest deficit of the half for the Fighting Saints. They have not led since way back in the first few minutes. Allie Giampapa drives, slips behind her to Foster. Trinity continues to move it around the perimeter. This is Katie Moran. Moran to Giampapa, and she's fouled. And that will send Allie Giampapa to the free throw line for 2 shots. Caitlin Aylward, a little too aggressive. It looked like that pass maybe was drifting, and Aylward tried to help it out. But she bumped Giampapa on the way. .240 to play in the game. And Giampapa's got 2 foul shots coming here. First one is good. Allie Giampapa, 85% foul shooter on the season. She's got 24 points in the game. 9 points, the deficit. That snaps the St. Francis 11-0 run. Caitlin Aylward tries the three. It's good. Caitlin Aylward, all of a sudden, has found an affinity for three-pointers. She had made all season only 23 of them. In 23 games, she had made 7 over the last 2 games coming into today. Lauren Stokes misses the runner. Rebound to the Saints. It's just a 2-possession game right now. Markovic takes it all the way in, misses the layup, but she's fouled. The crowd on the edges of their seats waiting to explode on that one, but didn't quite get the good bounce off the glass. Still a chance for 2 points from the line. And that's the end of the game for Brianna Toppin as she picks up her 5th foul. Every player on the floor for Trinity right now has at least 3 fouls. And that's number 5 on Toppin. Ivana Markovic, 74% foul shooter this season. In today's game, she's 1 of 2. Saints have gone 17 of 23 as a team, and the first shot is good for Markovic, 70-65. St. Francis was down by 18 points with 5 minutes left, and now it's only 4. (70-66). 2 minutes on the clock. Here's Ali Giampapa. She walks across the timeline slowly, taking her time against Paige Gieske. Now Selena Wanta out to Giampapa. Thought about the 3. Now she steps back. She does take the 3. Off the mark. Rebound to Davidson. She wants to run. Ahead to Gieske. 2-on-2. Gieske stripped by Giampapa, but a foul called. And Paige Gieske is going to the free throw line to make this a 1-possession game. Her shot is good. It is a 1-score game here. They were down by 18 just 4 minutes ago. She's got them both. 18-2 run for St. Francis. Giampapa intercepted by Kamari Jordan. The Saints can tie or take the lead right here. Aylward stripped, gets it back, and blocked. Taken away by the Trolls. And Giampapa cherry picking on the other side. She receives the pass, misses on the jumper. Rebounded by Katie Moran. Saints were playing 5-on-4. Giampapa was a little slow to get back on defense and ended up working to the Trolls' advantage as Giampapa had the open shot. She missed it. Now they have a chance to try again following the offensive rebound. A minute to play in the game. 3-pointer for Stokes is good. Lauren Stokes, wide open 3. She's able to connect. And now St. Francis needs a bucket. Here's Kamari Jordan getting to the hoop. Jordan misses a little bit short. She gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Markovic for 3. Too strong. Jordan battling for the rebound, but Wanta pulls it in. Down to the final 40 seconds here, and Moran is fouled by Markovic. That sends Katie Moran to the line.
St. Francis foul number 12 is on Markovic. That is her 3rd personal foul.
3rd on Markovic. Moran to the line for 2 shots. Katie Moran this season, 70% foul shooter. Moran's first attempts of the game. First is good. This is a big one. First point of the game for Moran. She makes this one. It's a 3-score contest with only 40 seconds left. She gets the roll. Timeout called by St. Francis. Saints were down by 18 with under 6 minutes to go in the game. They went on an 18-2 run to cut the deficit to 70-68. And they had the ball with a chance to tie or take the lead. They came up empty. And after a methodical possession from Trinity Christian, they were able to find Lauren Stokes for a wide open 3-pointer. Trinity Christian, who is a 35% 3-point shooting team on the year, a good percentage, is just shooting out of their minds today. 14 of 24 from beyond the arc, and that really has been the game today. 3-pointers, 14 of 24 on one side and 5 of 19 on the other. Markovic will inbound. Saints need a quick bucket. Into Kamari Jordan. Jordan gets inside the paint, has it stripped, gets it back. Again, she forces it up. No good. She's there for the rebound and fouled. 2 free throws here for Jordan. Hard fought effort there from Kamari Jordan. It'll all be worth it if she makes these 2 free throws. 31 seconds on the clock now. First shot is good. Leah Sims and Cody Brand come in on defense. Saints will be looking for the quick steal if Jordan is able to make this. If not, they'll look for the quick foul. She makes it. Timeout called by Trinity. So they'll try to draw up an inbounds play, but this timeout doesn't really serve to hurt St. Francis because it allows them to set up their defense. First order of business, try to get the 5-second call. If you can't get that, then you look for the quick steal. And in absence of that, you've got to foul immediately. And at this stage of the game, doesn't really matter who has the ball. You got to foul whoever's got it. Not enough time to quibble. Trinity Christian pulled off a huge upset of Olivet Nazarene about a week and a half ago, 10 days ago. They beat them by 21 points. That was their biggest win of the year. Taking out a ranked team, and now they're trying to do it again for the second time in 11 days. This one would be a little bit bigger, though, because this would propel them onto the conference semifinals and most likely to a repeat engagement with Olivet. Giampapa will inbound. Nearly deflected off of Wants out of bounds and right back to Giampapa. They're trying to trap Giampapa, but no choice in the end but to foul her. Bumped by Cody Brand, and now the best free throw shooter on the team is headed to the line.
St. Francis foul number 33, Cody Brand, her second personal foul.
Giampapa hit a pair of big free throws not too long ago. She's got 24 points in the game on 8 of 15 shooting. 2 of 2 from the line. And she makes the first here. Again, she could make it a 3-score game with this one. It's become a game of free throws these last few minutes. Huge second shot for the junior Ali Giampapa. Perfect. And St. Francis will use up their last timeout to advance the ball to midcourt here and draw up a play. We're almost at a point now with 26 seconds left where you don't necessarily need a 3, but you're getting close to that point where you need a 3. Because you can't keep trading 2 for 2 the way that they've been doing. You continue to trail by 7. You got to start having more positive possessions. Now if they can get a bucket and then force a quick turnover, then you don't even need to think about the 3. But the fact is right now, Trinity is succeeding in all the little things that they need to put this game away late in the game. They're protecting the basketball and they're making their free throws. So the Saints might need to make a few extra plays on offense. Ivana Markovic inbounds to Leah Sims. Sims, an extra shooter on the floor, fires the quick 3 and hits it. Like I said, you're getting to that point where you almost have to make the 3. And Trinity Christian calls a timeout. 23 seconds on the clock. So not only did Leah Sims make the 3, she made it very quickly. So again, the Saints will try to force the turnover, but this time, even if they don't get the turnover, even if Trinity makes both of their free throws, it's still a 2-score game. This thing could be a lot different right now if Kamari Jordan had been able to play in the first half. She got apparently hit in the face, what looked like happened in a scrum. And had to sit down for 16 of the 20 minutes while Trinity built up a double-digit lead. And since she's been back out there, it's been a different game. Kamari Jordan has scored 25 points in the second half. And again, you can't blame that one thing for St. Francis having trailed throughout this game. Even with Jordan on the floor in the second half, they allowed Trinity to bulk up their lead all the way to 18. There were certainly some defensive lapses from the Saints today. But Trinity's played a great game. Played excellent defense, and they have Knocked down three-pointer after three-pointer. Giampapa all alone in the backcourt. They're going to have to foul her again. No, she throws it away to Katie Moran, and now finally Moran is fouled by Gieske. Saints let a lot of time run off the clock there. Ultimately, they got the ball in the hands of the shooter they wanted. Moran a 70% shooter as opposed to Giampapa shooting them at 85%. 70% is the worst free throw percentage on the floor for Trinity. So this is the player they wanted shooting them. But they let 8 seconds run out first as she does make the first. Can't be so discriminating at this stage of the game, down by 4. Second shot. Misses, and the Saints get the rebound. They're out of timeouts. Here comes Kamari Jordan needing a quick basket. Jordan fires the three. Off the mark, rebound goes out of bounds, and that might do it. 6.7 seconds left, and if Trinity can get this ball in, it appears they will advance to the semifinals of the conference tournament on Thursday night. Saints beat them twice during the regular season. When it matters most, the Trolls have come out, played a dynamite ball game, and that's going to do it. Inbounded to Selena Wanta. Kamari Jordan pokes it away, but nobody will track that ball down. Not enough time left. The Trolls come to Joliet and pull off the upset over St. Francis. Final score of 78-73. Saints made a valiant run in the end, cutting what had been an 18-point deficit all the way down to 2 in the final 2 minutes. But Trinity, as they have all game, hit the big shots. A three-pointer from Lauren Stokes turned that 2-point game into a 5-point game. And the Saints never really got within one possession, I don't believe, the rest of the way. So again, 78-73, our final. The Saints' regular season and conference season is over, but still ranked 19th in the country. You'd figure they're a prime candidate to get that at-large bid in the NAIA tournament. The only way they wouldn't, one would think, would be if a lot of upsets are pulled in conference tournaments around the country, eliminating the number of at-large bids out there. So the Saints will root for Olivet Nazarene and St. Xavier to get the 2 automatic bids out of the CCAC this year. Those 2 still alive in the conference tournament as of last check. Let's see if I get the final scores on some of those other games going on around the CCAC. But right here, the big upset pulled off by Trinity as the 6th seed moves on over the 3 seed. Olivet and St. Xavier both, in fact, were victorious tonight as well. So the winners in the conference tournament today, St. Xavier and Olivet Nazarene, the top 2 seeds, and then the bottom seeds won the other games. Cardinal Stritch, the 5, beat the Fort Judson, and Trinity Christian wins here. Let's take a look at the final stats for this game. Shooting percentage belonged to Trinity Christian all game. They outshot St. Francis 46% to 40, in particular from beyond the arc, 58% on three-pointers. The Saints were just 6 of 21, 29%. Saints kept themselves in the game by eliminating turnovers late. They didn't turn the ball over after the 9-minute mark of the second half, of the third quarter, I should say. They finished with 11 in the game, just only 10 for Trinity, though. Saints out-rebounded them 41 to 29. Leading scorer today, Kamari Jordan at 27, matching her season high. Paige Gieske picked up her first career double-double, 14 points and 10 rebounds. Kamari Jordan, by the way, had 7 rebounds to go along with her 27 points. For Caitlin Aylward, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Nicole Davidson had 6 and 9. Trinity Christian was led by Ali Giampapa, 26 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists for her. Selena Wanta had 18, Kelsey Foster 13, Lauren Stokes 10 for the victorious Trolls. With the win, Trinity Christian guarantees themselves at least a 500 season, 16 and 15 for the year now, and they move on to face Olivet Nazarene on Thursday in the conference semifinal. St. Francis falls to 20 and 9, and just waiting for the tournament selections to come out next week to find out what their fate will be beyond this. But again, our final score, Trinity 78, St. Francis 73. That's going to do it for our broadcast today and for our broadcasts for this season on GoFightingSaints.com and the USF YouTube channel. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks for tuning in all year. It's been a fun season, and hopefully it continues down in Iowa in the national tournament for St. Francis coming up next month. That'll do it for me from the University of St. Francis in Joliet, Illinois tonight. 78-73, our final. Trinity Christian defeats St. Francis. Until next time, whenever that may be, this is Terry Bonadonna signing off for the University of St. Francis. Good night, all.